All right, so we're here just checking out this Elon the Frog, Moisty, Coingeek. We're gonna dissect this frog real quick over here. Andres at 1325 on Twitch with my boy
Yep.
Animal.
Yo, what up? I'm Animal 6695. Follow it up. We're going to be giving a little commentary on Josh Petty's Coingeek London presentation. We watched it live the other night and really enjoyed it. Wanted to go back and relive the moments and kind of put our 2 cents in. We're going to try not to speak over him, so we'll be letting him talk, and then we'll be pausing, and we'll be talking a little bit, and we're going to make it through this thing. Just stick with us.
All right, brother, don't make me have to mute you.
All right, let's do this.
You ready? Let's let my boy Jimmy win over here.
Tell us about it, Jimmy.
Tell us a little more, Jimmy.
Next, we have the CEO and co-founder of one of the most popular of the Bitcoin SV applications out there. They're always fun, they love frogs, and they want to reinvent social networks using Bitcoin SV. Gotta love it. Please welcome to the stage, Josh Petty from Twitch.
Hello, everyone. First off, thank you very much to Coingeek. This event is really top-notch. I convinced my wife to fly in last minute and sent just one email, and then within 30 seconds, everything was settled. So thank you for that. Thank you, Jimmy. We've basically been on a 7-month sprint, so I have a lot to talk about. We're announcing all the things, and we couldn't do it without the work, so thank you guys very much. So let's get started. Today we're going to talk about, thank you, the future of social networks. So really what we're talking about, though, isn't just a social network. We're talking about the future of the internet. We're talking about the future of everything. This is how things are going to work, whether we like it or not. The first announcement that we have.
I want to pause it right there, and tell me it is not true. This is the future of everything. That first statement alone right there is a huge statement to make. And like I was telling you, I think for anybody that's trying to onboard somebody to Twitch, me and Animal were talking about this earlier on a call. For anybody that's trying to onboard a friend to Twitch, there's nobody that's gonna sell this pitch better than Josh. He does an amazing job. If you're trying to onboard somebody, show them this video right here.
Or any of his interviews, because at any time he opens his mouth, it's nothing but brilliance, seriously.
Correct.
And if anybody's got half a brain and listens to the man, they're going to understand his vision. And I really just want to point out, I love this kind of like matter of fact, well, this is the way the internet's going to be now, so like it or not, here we come. And he just comes out with that kind of confidence about the entire
bravado.
idea. Exactly. So you got to respect that.
Not only the confidence, but the work to back it up.
Oh yeah, proof of work all day.
Yeah, definitely. Again, very brilliant. The visuals in this presentation are amazing, though. Again, I think this specific video right here, this presentation has to be probably the best
it was very well put together.
Yes, very, very well put together. If you're trying to onboard somebody to Twitch, this is the video. Let's let the frog.
Yeah, let's actually watch it now.
Let's let this frog. Yeah, let's go.
Out of all the announcements we have, is we're going to sell this username. It's user28. How Twitch works is when you sign up, you actually get your number in order from the time you sign up. So people are really excited. Actually, they're so excited that they offered 9 BSV for this. So that's the current offer. The sale ends at the end of the conference. So if you'd like this, you can contact me. Hello at Twitch. Even better, actually, you can at user number 4. I'm user number 4. So we think this is going to be really, really valuable in the future because people are really excited about what's going on with Twitch. So I probably could just stop here. This guy here, he's I think the 5th richest person in the world. and he thinks you're a dumb fuck. He doesn't believe in you. He doesn't think that you have any value. And it all started on this. This is the original sin of social networks. This is it. I actually, my wife didn't believe this is a real quote. This is a real quote. I just want to be like, everyone should know this is real. Mark Zuckerberg actually said this. So there's the internet in general. Again, we're talking about social networks today, but it's a really stressful place. I find it really stressful. There's a few people in this room that even have me blocked on Twitter. I'd love it if you guys, we could be friends. So I don't like that. We all like to have fun. But really, what this is about is being with real people, making real relationships, doing real business. The internet is turned into this really bad place. It's really rough. Ads tracking. Every time you use a social network, they're just mining your information and they're sort of selling on the back end, and that's not very fun for you, right? You don't get anything in return. You're producing value for billion-dollar companies, and you get nothing. Nothing at all. So we're going to try to change that, of course. This problem's really big. I also had to fact-check this a few times. 3 billion people have used social media. So almost half the world suffers from this big problem, right? I think about 2 billion use Facebook alone, so, Zuckerberg's really getting the best of you.
Yeah, let's talk about that for a second.
Companies like YouTube, they're banning.
Okay, 2 billion people are using
Correct.
social media right now. Okay,
Correct.
Twitch has not even gotten to 9,000. I don't think
No,
we're just under 9,000 right now.
Yeah, we're at, my buddy got 8809 and my other buddy got like 8803. So in the time that I got my first buddy, I signed him up as soon as and again, going back to the user 28, the way that I actually onboarded him was when I told him about the auction. I've been telling him about BSV and stuff like that. He hasn't really bought yet, whatever the case. So I was telling him about the auction that I had bid 22.3 BSV was my highest bid, and the rest, that's too rich for my blood. WY, I think, has already
22
put
BSV
in,
wasn't.
yeah, 22.3 BSV, which is today around $6,600, something like that, was not enough to secure user 28. After that, it's too rich for my blood. Big ups to Astronomy Dork. I think he put down a bid of 30. The other gentleman, I believe, or was
Satoshi.io.
Satoshi.io for 33 BSV, which is today close to $10,000, probably $9,600, something like that. It's a lot of money. That's a big buy. They see the value in it, and that's a deal. You got a steal of a deal. And sorry, I'm still in shock that I bid over $6,000 on a user number.
But I just want to talk about just really quick. He was talking about all those
2
users,
billion people.
But my whole thing is with less than 10,000 users on right now, and probably not even half of those are truly active. Just have made an account and just kind of hodling on it, if you will.
Yeah, they're lurking.
Yep, you get that, and that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. But the point is, even with so few people on the platform right now, I mean, relatively speaking, compared to Facebook and Twitter and everything else, it's functioning really well. I mean, I can tell you as somebody that's only been on Twitch for a little over a month, that it works. If you produce good content, you get rewarded for that. And that's just it's kind of a snowball model. The more people that join, the more rewarding the Twitch experience becomes.
Well, so that again goes back to having to pay to post content. You're not just going to post.
It's that
you're not just going to troll. You're not going to cyberbully. It's going to prevent a lot of those things.
Absolutely.
Just for the simple fact that people are not going to want to spend their money to talk shit. You would rather spend your money to. I mean, you're always going to get trolls and shit talking and whatever.
Oh, it's the internet. Yep.
It's
Of
the
course.
internet, and very soon it will be the metanet. But uh,
But I think Twitch is going to
paying
really implement ways to
that's
kind of
why Twitch has been
filter
so
more of
good
your own
because
content, with groups and blocking and muting and just different ways to be able to control your own news feed. It's really going to be a rewarding experience, I
correct.
think.
And once people see that they're every time that they uh, post their 2 cents or whatever the case is towards somebody, and they get blocked and get blocked and get blocked over and over again, it's just a loss of money for them. And if you notice, the Twitch experience has been 99% people trying to post the best content they could post. You will
Exactly.
not find a lot of shit
Oh, dude,
content right
I
now.
lose sleep at night now trying to think of that perfect thing to say. It really steps this game up. I mean,
Yeah.
everybody's had a Facebook for the past 10 years, but you've never put this kind of thought into your content. At least I didn't.
Yeah. And not only that, putting that thought into your content, but I think once people really, and even for the lurkers, you find lurkers on any social media site. You find them on Twitter, you find them on Facebook. Uh, Not everybody engages. And this is another thing that we were talking about. Like, if you look at a PewDiePie video, he doesn't get 100 million views and 100 million likes on every video.
Yeah.
So the people that are going to be liking your post, they're really going to be liking your post because they enjoyed the content and they understand
Right, because it
that
was worth it to them.
it was worth it to them, and they want to contribute a small amount and say,
Exactly.
thank you, let me buy you a beer or whatever the case is. Here's
Exactly.
5 cents towards your
And
your
honestly,
next
5 cents
breakfast.
right now, and think about this too, that 5 cent like that you're dropping right now very well could be the price of a beer in a year.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? So, anyways, we're sidetracked here. Let's let the man speak.
The real problem with banning is that when you do get banned, if your livelihood is associated with it, you actually can't do anything about it. There's often not a lot of recourse. Your data actually gets removed from the site and the database, and you can't access it. So I had a conversation with David Knight, and he had 10 years worth of his YouTube videos removed from Twitter. So that's pretty bad, right? I mean, he makes a living from developing things on YouTube. This is Instagram's rights. Basically, if too long didn't read, you own it, but you don't. Everything you post on Instagram, they have the right to profit from. You as the customer are creating, again, all of this information and value and not getting a lot in return. You can't directly monetize anything. So you can argue you own your information, but can you really control it? Can you take it away from Instagram? No, you can't. And even here, this is real fraud. These guys are millionaires. Floyd Mayweather is one of the best athletes in the world, and this is fraud. They're supporting and promoting an ICO on Instagram for money. And they actually got in trouble for this. These guys had to pay like $1 million or whatever. So this is what really goes on. They can't monetize or do anything with their following. So DJ Khaled and Floyd have to turn into scammers. They're just scamming everybody. All these platforms, everybody has to, if you're successful, you have to turn into a scammer. That's not very nice. Another way of saying it, I really like this one. Shout out to Daniel Kravitz, he turned me onto this. But when you're using Facebook or Twitter, you're essentially turning into an Agent Smith in the Matrix. You don't know who your friend is. You don't know who you're actually working for. It's always sort of the central point of control. So again, once you're successful, who are you really working for? You don't have any type of agency. So at Twitch, we're solving the problem. Thanks to Bitcoin, we can actually solve the problem. We've been waiting a long time for this. I know that everybody on the Twitch team has had this vision for many years before. Thanks to BSV, we can actually build it. So what's life after Twitter look like? Well, what's really funny is actually Jack here. This is Jack Dorsey of Twitter, founder. He's talking about Twitch. This is after Twitch launch, too. You guys should know that. Open and decentralized standard for social media. Well, I'm going to bet you that Jack is not doing anything about this. But he's talking about funding all these people, and he's talking about all these really cool ideas. But no one's actually doing anything about it. We are doing something about it. It's not too difficult, actually. It looks and acts a lot like Twitter, but you're just using Bitcoin underneath. So it's not so hard to imagine, right? Twitch solves all these problems. On Twitch, when you post something, you own your data. When you get a follower, you make money. And it's completely ad-free.
Let's talk about that. Because that is a huge, huge thing. And every single time you make a post on Twitter, on Instagram, on whatever the case, or if you're talking about, you know about it. If you mention Gillette, all of a sudden you're getting 10,000 razor commercials. You know,
Yep.
if you mention truffles, you're getting freaking chocolate commercials.
The white ones too,
So
remember?
yes, those are the best. Oh
They
my
are the
God.
best.
I think I'm gonna have some on stream here in a minute. What I'm gonna go ahead and mention is there's nothing more satisfying than an entire latest feed or entire follow feed or whatever the case is, and not having a single gosh darn ad.
Yeah, I think that's really important.
Yeah, and the fact that every Twitch in a way is an advertisement for yourself or promoting yourself, and eventually you're going to see companies and whatever the case, like you already do see with ZeroConf at 12:15, I think is their number. You have Smoke a Pipe. I forget his user number, but you're every single post that you make really is like a self-advertisement. So I think
Yeah.
that's really, really cool. And again, that's going back to having good content on there.
We don't have to black box data. And we don't
Oh, excuse
have
you.
to control your information in order to make money. This is how things will be in the future. This is not just social media. This is how all internet companies work. And now you can be a hero of your own story. So everyone can be Neo now. You don't have to be Agent Smith. You don't have to work for anybody else. You're working for yourself. You have agency. You control your information. You control your network value. You can trade your information.
I don't
and you
think
profit
people
from it.
realize
No
how
one's
important it is on owning your own data. It is extremely important. Just like he mentioned, they take your data, they sell it, they do whatever they want with it, and they make money upon hand over fist. These people don't even give me a freaking coupon for a hamburger or something.
Well,
You know,
data's
on
the most.
Twitch, you're actually
Yeah, it's the most valuable resource on the planet right now. So to put that back in, the control of each individual person's, it's really important. That didn't make sense the way I
not
said
only
that,
is it
but
really
you know what I meant.
important, but I know exactly what you're saying. That people, and not only, but the thing is that people don't realize it. And I think once they see Elon's presentation here on this, some people are gonna say, "Well, you know what? Well, damn, I'd rather pay a couple cents, to post something on a social media site. And if you have a big enough following for influencers that have big following, this should be a no-brainer.
Oh, Danny
Twitch
Trejo is the
should
perfect
be
example.
he is. Let's keep on watching.
scammers, not necessary. You can build real value with real people and do real business. That's what we're going to do. So this is what Twitch looks like today. If you're not familiar, if you want to try Twitch, you go to twitch.com. There's this guy, Anthony. He's sitting right here. There's a little message on the bottom right, and you can talk to him, and he'll get you right on board. You can do that right now. And what it looks and feels a lot like Twitter. When you post, the information is going to be posted to the blockchain. When somebody likes or branches, that's sharing on Twitch. When somebody replies, you're making money, though. The money gets split. If I share something on Twitch and somebody likes that, we're splitting the revenue. It's a really nice system, right? And it's all built with microtransactions. So we're talking about pennies, right? Couldn't be too much. We'll see. So the idea, you go to Twitch, you want to post something, it's really interesting, you have very valuable information, you go do that. Right now you got to swipe, so what's happening here is they're actually paying. You're paying 2 cents to share your idea. And then when somebody likes that or shares that information, you're going to profit from that. They're going to
Shout out to Randy.
a small amount of money, which is Bitcoin.
Randy follows me.
You can get the
So
benefit.
does Elon.
This
Elon
is a real
follows
Twitch.
me as well.
Some people seem to be skeptical.
Pretty cool.
about
Thank you,
Twitch,
guys.
And,
I got Randy and I got
how
Danny
real it is.
Trejo, but I do not
Danny-
have Elon.
Yeah.
I'm ashamed to admit.
Okay. Well, hold up. We were talking over the man. I'm so
Oh,
we
no,
shouldn't
don't
have
say
been
that.
He really
talking.
loves Twitch because
It's
on
fine.
Twitch,
He's just talking about Trejo.
he
It's
can
fine.
get direct connection, monetize his following.
We
He has
appreciate you, Danny
6
Trejo.
million
You are
audience
the man, Machete. Let
on all the
me
other social medias added up,
pull out
and
my
he hasn't made
blade
a
for
single
you,
dime from it.
buddy.
Here's
Love you,
one meme he posts
Machete.
on Twitch.
My boy. As a matter of fact,
$10,
Quacks a
right?
lot
Over
fired
300
me as campaign
interactions. So it's a
manager,
very
so
real thing, and people really, really like this.
I'm officially
Under the
campaigning
hood,
for
that Twitch looks sort
Trejo.
of like this. There's inputs and outputs. It's basically the information being posted to the blockchain. The actual information is stored with that transaction, so you can go and retrieve it later. It's all there. Images, text, doesn't matter.
I think that's pretty
The
important.
inputs and
What
outputs
he
are
just
basically
talked
where all the
about. Should
money's
I
going.
rewind it?
When somebody likes something, the money can split up against, it could be with 100 people. You could have a single penny go to 100
Yeah,
people.
see if you can go back just a little bit.
Yeah. Let me go. Sorry about
Right
that.
there, right
guys.
there.
Again, this is very real.
Okay, here we
A
go.
lot of really good memes. And he really loves Twitch because on Twitch, he can get direct connection and monetize his following. He has a 6 million audience, 6 million people on all the other social medias added up, and he hasn't
What
made
if
a
he had
single
gotten
dime from
8
it.
cents every time that
Here's
one of those people followed him?
That's a lot of likes.
over
A lot of
300 interactions.
money
So it's a
he
very
must
real
have.
thing, and people really, really like this.
He's smart enough to.
Under
Okay.
the hood, that Twitch looks sort of like this. There's inputs and outputs. It's basically the information being posted to the blockchain. The actual information is stored with that transaction, so you can go and retrieve it later. It's all there. Images, text, doesn't matter. The inputs and outputs are basically where all the money's going. When somebody likes something, the money can split up against, it could be with 100 people. You could have a single penny go to 100 people. Some of the users on Twitch, again, this is very real. Arcolect here, one of my favorites. This fella, 1.7 million on Twitter alone, but very popular on Tumblr and Telegram and other websites as well. Basically, Arcolect's a channel where all the artists and creators, photographers can post their information or their photos and their art. And this guy has a really cool project. It's sort of like an AI, and it knows what's relevant and posts really relevant information. But he has to go and beg for money. He has to go on Patreon or whatever and say, subscribe to me, I have to pay for my servers. There's no way for him to do it. So he really, really, really loves Twitch. He uses it. Danny, as you know, actor in Machete, really good at memes. I didn't expect that. He's a pretty old man, you know. These guys are figuring it out. And
Frog
Eli
just
Roth
called
here,
him old.
a director in Hollywood.
Some
So
balls.
these people are coming in and finding value out of this. I think particularly celebrities really like this because they're rather entrepreneurial. They really, really like to come in and experiment with new things. They don't need to be perfect, but they understand the value of capturing market early. So we've seen a very natural growth here. We have primarily BSV people who like to post shit posts. We have memes. We have creators like Arcolect, and we have celebrities and influencers that really enjoy the platform. Twitch is now in, 69 countries? So 69 people from 69 different countries have joined Twitch, and people all over the world are really loving it.
Shout outs to
This
Spiff.
Mr. Spiff here, I really like him. Twitch is the best network I've ever been a part of. When you put your money where your mouth is, it becomes a tool for positivity and prosperity. I really agree with that. So again, Twitch is really an information market. You're building value, and you're able to be a different person. Everybody you interact with, you're putting your money, every response you have, you're essentially sponsoring that conversation, right? So you're being held accountable. You can't just disappear into troll land after you say something really mean. It's all traced back to you. This is Meme God. I really like Meme God, I should say. He might be my favorite. But
Sorry
he can
about
profit
that. I'm
from
gonna have to
memes.
stop it right there.
So every day,
He said he might be his favorite. Dookie.
Yeah.
There's still
Uh-oh.
a chance. Follow
That's
my
right.
boy Dookie Love at 1618. He might be his favorite, but the truth is, Dookie Love is really his favorite.
That's right. Hashtag
I'm sorry
Team
about
Dookie
that,
Love.
Meme God. Love you, brother.
he's on there posting memes, and he's making money for this. So he's a creator that never could actually do anything. He was posting on Twitter for free. All the people doing all this, he might get get good numbers, get good interaction, but he actually never got anything from it. Carly Jade here. You can make a lot of money from doing this. So this is real testimonial. Somebody started out with $10, got on early, started earning money, and yeah, that's a pretty good return. $10 to $452. So that's Twitch today.
I love
It's
that logo.
a platform where people can have fun,
I know, it's
Started
sweet,
out
right?
as a lot of Bitcoin enthusiasts, now it's growing into places where artists and influencers and creators can come in and profit from their information, of course. But we have a lot of things to solve. So if you've used Twitch, you know that the onboarding experience, it actually, a Twitch account is actually a wallet. It's a Bitcoin wallet. You're responsible for your money, and everything that happens is money. So we have to solve a lot of problems, right? We have to make sure that we can deliver the best possible user experience on the internet, just like Facebook or Twitter or anything else. In order to beat them, we have to be like them. So currently, we have it so you have to swipe to authorize a post. And what we're going to do is we're going to actually eliminate that completely. For the first time on Bitcoin in 10 years, you're going to use an application, and it's going to be just like anything else. Everybody's talking about the onboard problem, Bitcoin has user experience problems, blah, 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 Lightning Network, this, whatever. It doesn't work. What's going to work is we're going to actually make it so everything you do is a microtransaction. Everything you touch and feel on Twitch is going to be a microtransaction. We're very, very happy and grateful for companies like MoneyButton and Relay for giving us something to start with and build our company with. But now, we're going to have to compete. All wallets and anybody who wants to interface with Twitch is going to have to actually help us deliver this experience, or we're just going to do it ourselves. We can't. So you're going to now see no more swipe. Everything you do is a microtransaction, and it's going to be seamless and instant.
That's so ballsy right there. He's basically like, you know,
This is live.
anybody that wants to integrate with Twitch better play nice, because if you don't, we'll just do it ourselves. We don't care. We want to play well with everybody else. So that's really cool. So that's, you know, basically forcing MoneyButton and Hand Cash to, you know, step their game up. Exactly. You said it. So that's really cool. And I think they've done a really good job with that too. You know, we're not going to get into that in this episode, but the Hand Cash guys I thought were amazing. Ryan Charles, MoneyButton, he was fantastic. Lots of really brilliant ideas coming from just these kind of sects of this industry.
And they're still very young. They still got that fire, that passion. I mean, don't get me wrong, Craig Wright is an older gentleman as well, and he still has that passion, that fire. But these young bucks are going to be in the game for a very long time, changing the world.
You got it.
And to be part of this at such an early stage is quite amazing. It's pretty cool, and
it's fun to watch, man.
I feel
it's humbling.
blessed to be here at this early stage right now. It's amazing.
Yep, I agree.
All right, brother. Let's continue this.
Let's get on it.
Just like an outro. We like to do things live at Twitch. So what's going to happen now? If you join Twitch before, you have to ask permission. You have to like come in and talk to us, email us, write us on Twitter, DM, or whatever. So if you're using Twitch now, if you go to your profile page and you refresh that, you'll have a Twitch link right underneath your picture. You'll be able to grab that link, and everybody here will be able to share that with a friend, and they'll be authorized to join Twitch. So Twitch is now moving from a private beta to a public beta. That's one step at a time.
Let's actually talk about that. I had a freaking derp moment today. I completely forgot about it. I thought it was actually for the people there at the conference or whatever, but whatever the case is, the link works amazing. Used it twice. It is right in your profile, right under the amount of Twitches you have and the amount you've earned. Click copy, and you can forward it to somebody after they've made, or do they need after they've made a MoneyButton. Very, very easy to onboard people. Remember, you were just talking about this the other day, Animal, weren't you?
Yeah, for sure.
Having to wait.
This was one of the biggest. I didn't know where you were going with that, but this is the biggest thing. And even though it's not that difficult of a process to make a MoneyButton, DM them on Twitter to do your thing, I thought that it was a huge problem that you had to have. I mean, they're trying to kind of be the anti-Twitter, the meta Twitter, if you will. But then they, one of the prerequisites is to go on and actually have a Twitter account. And I thought that was really kind of fighting their own cause a little bit. And
Correct.
just that one little step. I mean, for the people that hated Twitter, I didn't even want to get on Twitter to DM them to get on Twitch. So
Correct.
that process alone, I think, was turning off a lot of people. And anything that we can do to take out the steps to onboard people, I think is just going to benefit everybody in the end. And I think this is a really great move. The invites, they're great for sure.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I'll pull it up after. I'm gonna let him continue to talk. I have a couple pictures of it actually that I onboarded people with the link. It's extremely cool. You send them the link, they click the link, and after they've done the money button, so it's a literally to onboard somebody to Twitch with these Twitch invites, you can have somebody onboarded within 5 minutes or less.
And they don't have to go through the approval process anymore, correct?
At all, period. You click the link.
That's fantastic.
It even says really cool, like at 1325 invited you to join Twitch. It's super professional, super cool, very, very quick. As fast as you could set up a money button is as fast as you could sign up for Twitch with those links.
And let me tell you what I think is
easy.
really, really cool. The Twitch invites actually went live on Twitch like during this moment in the speech, like right as he was in this part of his presentation
is when it went live. Is
when Randy posted the thing. Is when they updated Twitch. And I actually remember there was like a second I was like trying to get Twitch to refresh and it wasn't working. And I think it was because they were implementing the update. And but I just thought that was really, really awesome that they actually had that planned out to where the invite system dropped on the spot as he was speaking in London. Very, very professional.
Yeah, it is extremely easy. I got 10 cents. My buddy got 10 cents. So it's very easy to onboard. I hope Money Button, and I know this is a little bit off topic, I hope Money Button comes up with something to top off, kind of like the Relay wallet, which that's another.
Well, I think once
they're
they're
have on here as well pretty soon.
If I'm not mistaken, I think they're actually going to be working on integrating more with Hand Cash, and you'll be able to top up in the Hand Cash wallet,
which is going to be amazing.
It's going to be amazing. But yeah, carry on.
That's one of
Baby
the
steps,
favorites.
right? Oh, shout out to Tonic Pow. Thank you guys. We built this with these guys, Mr. Z and Luke.
Yes,
really,
Tonic
really
Pow
good
is
team.
awesome.
So what's really cool about this is it's an automatic thing. They're just joining Twitch just like any other social media. But what's happening in the background is they're instantly getting Bitcoin. It's instant. They join, it instantly goes in their account. So we don't have to like send them Bitcoin or anything like. They're going to get Bitcoin and post to Twitch. They won't even really know there's Bitcoin going on anymore. It's instantly deposited. So it's a referral system built directly on Bitcoin. I mean, think about this. This is bigger than Twitch. The whole internet can work this way. Everything is automatic. It's programmatic, and this is actually going to happen instantly. So again, we're solving onboard problems. We have to solve these problems where people can join a Bitcoin product, and they don't have to have all this crap they have to deal with. So it's this baby step, but that's what we're doing. Next thing, I'm really excited to announce this. Aaron went out to Lisbon, to Cambrian, and announced this for us sort of quietly. But this is, I know there's, hey, where's these guys? There's some guys making some Twitch stuff. They want to make a Twitch copy. You should check this out. So this SDK here is going to allow anybody to not only make things on Twitch, like games. You could play chess on Twitch in the interface. You could do things like schedule your posts, archive things automatically. You know, if Donald Trump has some funny tweets, you can make sure you grab them and keep them archived, because one day Jack's going to wipe him out, no question. You can have chat bots and things that are programmatic, just like any other product, Telegram, Twitter, etc. But you can also build competing interfaces. So if you want to build a product, a good interface for Bitcoin, we are going to literally help you. If you think Twitch sucks, we are going to literally give you the tool and say, come on over and build a better one. I had a conversation with
I love that.
That were pitching, and they're trying
to. That open source is extremely important in my opinion, because again, it allows a lot of people to build. You're gonna see a lot of mods. You're gonna see a lot of different things probably pop up.
Oh shoot! Sorry to interrupt you, man. I just had a notification come across my screen that U28 just this very second new high bid is 38 BSV.
Congrats,
Wow.
brother. Who put in that bid? Let's give him a quick shout out.
Yeah, I'm not at 6.
At 6, that's WY, if I remember correctly. At 6 is WY. Yeah, I'm confident enough to say that's him. 38 BSV. Shout out, brother. 22.3 BSV was the max for me, buddy. That was the most I could do. I commend you. That's you see the value. That now that we're speaking about values, all that's being talked about, it's amazing that you
I mean,
see the
yeah,
value in
we're sitting
U28.
here
I was
like
praying that I was gonna get that
we're sitting here
22.3
talking
bid.
about this whole thing, and the bid is, I mean, going up right in front of our faces. It's pretty incredible.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, let's let him go.
2.0. Good luck. Because this is not easy, what we're doing. This is not easy. We've been 8 months, and we go 24 hours a day, and we're working around the clock just to get where we are. And it's not even close to ready. So good luck. We're going to help people get out there faster. So we'd love it if you use this. Why would you use it? It's not just to help us. You can make money too. There's a revenue stream built in. So anybody who builds on this SDK can make money. It's going to be really, really great. A lot of companies are going to start doing this, and this is how Bitcoin's going to work. So that'll be another conversation for another day. I can explain that. But trust me, if you're going to build something like Twitch, please come on over. We can help you make it even better. We learned a lot of problems. We solved a lot of problems and learned the hard way. So that's that. The last announcement here, I don't like to usually
Twitch doesn't
talk
exist.
about things that don't exist. But in order to do this, we have to have the best possible experience. We have to provide experiences that the internet already gives us, that people love and use. And one of those ways is messaging. Every day we're using messaging. We're talking to our friends. We're talking to our family.
It is.
And it's a thing that's private. So
Held
Twitch is this
accountable.
stuff. It's very public, right? Everything you're doing is sort of public, and you're being held accountable. But there has to be ways for people to connect and build conversations sort of off the blockchain. But guess what? We can do it off the blockchain, not public, privately, but still on chain. So what we're going to do, we're going to do this. We're going to build Twitch messaging. It's going to initially launch in Twitch's interface. But what you're going to be able to do, you're going to be able to talk to any Twitch user. You're going to be able to create group chats with anybody else, just like any other product. It's going to be completely Bitcoin native. You're going to have total control of your information. It's private. It's encrypted. You're going to be able to go meet people that you can trust and be in a place that you know that, oh, well, you know, it's stored on the blockchain. It's not on some random server. Twitch doesn't need to own your information.
Let's talk about that for a moment. Again,
Yeah.
going back to owning your information. This is, again, just showing how important it is to own your own information, not having your data in a bathroom server,
Right.
being stored in some bathroom server. So
It's
it's
important,
stored
man.
on the immutable blockchain ledger. It's encrypted. It's more than secure.
Yeah.
And it is stored on
It's secure yet transparent, and that's really important.
it's private, it's not anonymous.
Right.
So again,
Exactly.
very important to owning your own data. 2 cents, 20
Yeah.
cents, whatever the case is for a picture is definitely worth it, or mentioning an entire list of people that you think are epic on Twitch.
Yeah.
So it's just the fact that you own that. If that ever goes viral for eternity, your
There's
grandkids
proof.
will be
There's proof of
profiting.
work.
Proof
Right.
of work. It's a residual. It's a residual income. There's
Yeah.
there's nothing but truth behind it. It's
There's
amazing,
a
and it's convenient.
there's a receipt for everything that you do.
Correct.
You know.
But if you don't want somebody to see that receipt, you don't have to have them see the receipt.
Exactly.
So let's go back to the messaging, because this is going to be huge.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
these
and I
things,
think that
groups,
the
messaging, and video upload, and game over. It's going to make
Yeah.
a huge explosion in users.
I mean, messaging is obviously a really big deal.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, I don't really think that it's that. shocked by this announcement. You know, messaging is just really a necessity
Yes,
more
it
than
is.
anything else.
Yes.
It's not like something that we're mind blown about. We all knew this was coming.
I definitely agree with that.
But it's definitely it's vital. So
100%.
yeah, to move forward in this game, Twitch needs it. So yeah, good move.
Yeah, that's he's saying that will be coming in 2020.
Oh yeah, it won't be long.
Later
That won't.
2020, it's probably a few months down the road.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, I'm no coder by any means, but I can't imagine that's going to be that difficult to implement. So I don't see that being too far out.
Correct. And he mentioned earlier, again, this is still nowhere near done. Okay.
No.
So just remember, Twitch is still a toddler at this point. Maybe out of infancy, but it's still a toddler, if anything.
We don't need access to your information.
Thank you.
We never will. That's what we're doing. So Twitch messages coming out later in 2020. We're going to make a great experience. We really look forward to getting this out. I think this is going to open up a whole new paradigm of how people can get onboarded onto Bitcoin, and we're really excited about it. So stay tuned for that. Please go to our website, check out our SDK, check out our invite system. Please get some new friends on Twitch, and that's really all I have today. If you'd like to try Twitch, twitch.com. Clock on point. How was it?
Leave it running for a second.
How was it? It was good. So that was pretty exciting watching him talk. He's a very confident guy. He does really, really, really well.
Hey, just real quick before we wrap this up, just hear what Jimmy says about him right quick. I love this little kind of shout out.
Started off with Jimmy, finish it with Jimmy.
Yeah, let
with
Jimmy
a little
bring it home,
Elon
man.
in the middle. All right.
All right.
Frogs in the house here.
Yeah, that was it.
This whole meta
Hold on. Hold on.
It also requires us to rethink how we search for, browse, identify things on the internet.
Privately, but still on chain. So what we're going to do,
I went way too far.
we're going to do this. We're going to build Twitch messaging. It's going to initially launch in Twitch's interface.
Right.
But what are you going to be able to do?
Let's see what Jimmy says.
Stay tuned for that.
So
Please go to our website, check out our SDK, check out our invite system. Please get some new friends on Twitch. And that's really all I have today. If you'd like to try Twitch, twitch.com. Clock on point. How was it?
They like frogs in the house here. This whole
They
meta
like
net,
frogs.
They like
in the
frogs.
house
it also
here.
Yeah.
That was definitely an epic presentation.
Absolutely.
Great job, Elon. We've been, like Animal mentioned in his post, whether you were naked or not, we were really, really, really looking forward to this, and we partied throughout the night watching this live. So to come back and recap it now was really refreshing to kind of go over it again.
Yeah, just for kind of a point of reference, I am on the east coast of the states, as is Andres. He's just significantly more south than I am, but we're both in the same time zone. So your presentation was at 6:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
And
I had to work the next day.
So yeah, we did the smart thing. You know, we went to bed early and we woke up and got our coffee and watched. Except no, that's not at all what happened. We stayed up all night waiting and chilling, and so yeah, it was definitely a marathon kind of a night for us, but worth every minute.
We are diehard Twitchers, 100%.
Yeah,
we love what you're building here, and we look forward to the future, because we know the future for Twitch is bright, gang. So
yeah, and just, you know, as personally as an artist, as a content creator, as a musician, it just gives me butterflies, because I just know that something like this is going to completely shape the way that people monetize, you know, their art, and that's really a big deal for me. So thank you, Josh, for everything that you've done. Really excited to be here, be a part of this at this time. I mean, everybody that's here, if you got a Twitch number right now, you should feel very, very privileged and very blessed, because this is going to be important.
Yeah, this is a great time in history. This is he has a great vision for this, and as you can see, he really wants to help people out. It's not only about himself. He said it's bigger than Twitch. It's bigger than him. It's bigger than everything. He's doing this for the movement, and he's doing big things. This guy is really, 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 really amazing, isn't he?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm really I was kind of a late bloomer on this whole thing. I mean, I haven't known about the BSV and Twitch as long as a ton of people in this community. But I swear, man, since the first time I ever heard one of Josh's interviews, I'm like, I'm on board, man. This is some really next level futuristic shit right here, honestly.
I'm looking at this profile view of Jimmy. I gotta let it go
Yes.
for a few moments. That
Yes.
I get to
let's do this.
things on the internet.
That'll
Here to
keep
talk about-
people distracted for a while.
No doubt.
But hey, Animal, this was really amazing. I'm really looking forward to the future of Twitch and being here. It hasn't even been a year.
Yep.
Even think
Not
Twitch
even.
has been around for a year yet. I'm not 100% sure on the first day, but it's still in its infancy. Under 10,000 users. There's probably going to be a huge explosion at some time. God knows what he has in store. He's bright, so he's really good at marketing his product as well. So I really, really look forward to it. Again, if you want to onboard somebody onto Twitch, show them his interview, just a raw live talk, just let him flow through, and you'll see how easy it will be for you to onboard anybody or explain to them the reasons on why they should be using a site like Twitch. So yeah, this is a great presentation that he put together, and I think anybody should watch it that's going to use Twitch.
Yep, I second that wholeheartedly.
All right, so the next one that we'll probably do then is hand cash. Sounds like something cool that we could go over. I love it. And they did a pretty great talk as well. I think that's going to be really exciting to talk about.
For sure. And if there's anybody out there, watching this, and you guys feel like we left something out, something you want to start a discussion about, feel free, hit us up. Again, I'm 6695, Animal Vision, Animal S Vision, whatever I decide to be that day.
Your profile name is Fluid, huh?
Yeah, it's
you got
just,
fluidity, and you're
it's a mood thing.
Mood thing.
It'll be animal something. It's just however the rest of it is, to be determined.
Well, over here at 1325, you can check me out. I always try to engage with my people, and I'll always look out for you. And we'll see you next time when we do the hand cash little clips and dissect that as well. But I really had fun with this video dissecting this frog here.
I did too, man. Thank you all for tuning in with us, and we'll see you next time.